What is going on with YouTube on this beautiful Sunday morning, man? And I'm not at work. I just woke up, man. I tried my best to sleep 8 hours. I just don't sleep long, man. I'm an early bird. But I managed to get about 7 hours and 15 minutes in. And I'm just outside with the dogs right now, just chilling. Um, I want to touch on Ryan Garcia. You know, he's getting a lot of heat and a lot of flack for how he's conducted himself here as of late and things that he's been saying. And is he, mentally ready? Is he focused for this fight with Devon Haney? I've explained to everyone before that I believe that Devon Haney is going to wipe the floor with Ryan Garcia. Um, I just think the skill set is so much at a different level. I think it's going to be a disadvantage, honestly, man, because we've seen improvement from Devin throughout the years, but we haven't. We see the same Ryan Garcia every fight, day in and day out. We see the same Ryan Garcia. Um, we really haven't seen him training. We really hadn't seen the grind. We really hadn't seen what's most important to ensure a victory on fight night, and that's training. And I really hadn't seen a lot of training from Devon Haney either. And I mean, that's not saying that they're not training. They just probably hadn't been really, focused on that. But that's what's important to me. But Ryan has been saying some things here lately that's catching some people off guard. Um, I do drink, I do smoke weed, and I'm still the best, and I'm still gonna beat your butt on fight night. Um, Now again, people are throwing in the fact that he is a believer, that he's always representing Jesus Christ, and mentally is everything okay? In my opinion, I don't think so. I think something's going on mentally. I think he's dealing with some things, and maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But all I have to say is this, man. As a believer, myself, nobody's perfect. When people choose to follow Christ and choose to live a life to the best of their ability, Christ-like, they get that there's a focus on them. People are watching them with binoculars, night vision, thermal, waiting for them to say or do something wrong. Well, let me tell you something. You won't be disappointed, because believers, to some people, if you may or may not know, that we're not perfect. I say some things sometimes I shouldn't say. I do some things sometimes I shouldn't do, because I'm flesh, bro. We fight against our own flesh every day. And I don't think that Ryan should be downplayed in what he believes in just because he's saying or doing something stupid. We all do. We all do. And this is not me making excuses for Ryan, because just like Devin Haney said, little kids look up to us, man. They watch us, and no parent or adult wants to hear you say while their kids watching that I drink and I smoke weed. Yeah, but on the same playing field, Devin Haney, the face-off between you and Regis, between both of you idiots, y'all probably spewed out the N-word about 50, 60 different times in one interview. And do you think that kids that look up to you don't hear that? So don't cast a stone, bro. Don't cast the first stone, because you ain't clean yourself. You dig? Um, but I do think that Devin Haney is mentally and physically ready for this fight, and it will show on fight night. I really feel for Ryan in this one, because I don't think it's going to be nowhere near close. Because I really feel like something going on, and I'm rooting for Ryan, man. I want to see Ryan do good. I want to see Ryan, use the potential that he has to become at least a world champion once, bro. But smoking and drinking is not what a professional I don't care what you are professionally, what a professional athlete, period, should be doing. You can't be cut from the same cloth and be doing these extracurricular activities, because you may get away with it for a while, but in the long run, it's going to show, bro. The fight, the game, the whatever you do is won in preparation and practice and your mental. That's where the fight, that's where the game is won. No matter what you do professionally, that's where it's won. In the preparation, in the training, in the grind. And if you drinking and smoking weed, and he's not the only one. He is not the only one. All right? Don't get it twisted. And this goes to all other professional athletes out there. If you drinking alcohol, on a regular, and smoking and doing all this on a regular, it's going to show eventually. And I do believe it's going to show fight night when Devon and Ryan step in that ring. But it's crazy to me, man, how these young men with all this ability squander it all away. It just don't make sense to me, man. Just why can't you just be focused? No, not a lot of people don't have discipline, man. A lot of people don't understand the definition of the word discipline. If you don't have that in everyday life, I'm talking about blue collar, I'm talking about people like me, you. If you don't have discipline, you're going to make your life a lot harder, man. Especially if you're a professional athlete, fighter, football, basketball, baseball, whatever, man. You got to get your mental right. You got to get your discipline right. And Ryan, man, listen, I'm rooting for you, bro. And I'm not necessarily even talking about this fight, but I'm rooting for you in life, man, because I do love the fact that you represent Jesus Christ, man. I do love the fact that you're always giving him praise and glory. But people are looking at you now with a magnifying glass just because of that, because they do it to me at work. They wait for me to say something wrong or do something wrong just because I represent that. But it's all good, man. That's just human nature. But I do believe that something mentally is going on with my man Ryan Garcia, and I think it's going to show fight night, man. So that's just my opinion, man. Comment down below, let your boy Real Talk know about what you think. Respect all, fear none. God bless.